Hi everyone, Jan Fursden here with Fursden House. Um, it has been a while since you've heard from me, but I wanted to take this time to show you what I've been working on for the last couple of months actually, and in between a gazillion other things going on in our lives right now, which seems to be normal. Um, what I'm working on now is probably two journals, two new journals. I think it's going to come out to two journals, and it's fashions down through the ages. Now I had done one of these before for myself, and it's massive, but I wanted it all in one shape. So I'll put the link to that one um, down below in the comments section and show you what I did before if you're interested. But this is these that I'm working on now, and I've managed to cut them out. Um, they will be for sale. The two journals. I'm pretty sure it's going to be two. The rate I'm going, it might be three. But anyway, all of the dresses that I've cut out and will include in this are from this book, 100 Dresses, the Costume Institute, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Fabulous book. I've still got a few pages here and there, but basically what I've done is gone through here and cut out the dolls, if you will, or the figures, whatever, and then I've embellished them, and then I add them to a journal and go from there. But I'm finished with the embellishing part and the cutting out part and everything. Now it's kind of the time where I put it all together. But we're about to be gone for a while, so I'm like, nope, we're just going to do this now and get this video out of the way. So anyway, this is where it all comes from. Now let me just show you what I've been doing, and you can see just exactly how insane I am, because it's, you know, it's cool. Let's see how to do this. I think what we'll do is put these over here, maybe over here, and just go from each one of them. Now there are very few small ones. Most of them are full size as far as, you know, the picture of it, but here are the ones that are the small ones. Now you can see the little bit of the faux diamond necklace that I've added. Faux diamond necklace. And I just cut them out, and I write on the back of each one what it's titled from the book, the year that it was from, and who owned it if known, or who at least designed it. And so that's what this is. Like this one, Evening Gown circa 1963 by Givenchy. It is French, so we put that there. This one, I've added the little cameo there. This is interesting. It's the late 17th century. This is the earliest complete European costume in existence, and it was made about 1695. There's a full one up here, and I see I haven't cut that part out, so I still have to do that. See the things you find out when you put everything on camera. But anyway, there's a smaller one. There we have one. I just added that for a bustle. I thought it was cool. It's an at-home gown. 1876, 78, American. They don't know who was the one who made it. Here's another one I put a little necklace on. Okay, now I'm not going to show you the backs of all of them. I'm just going to show you what I've done to them. Otherwise, we'd spend forever and a day on this. But I'll give you some of my favorites first. This one is large, full size. You can see the necklace that I've added and the bracelets here. And then I've cut out a little thing here and added to that, and it's kind of hard to see. But anyway, this is the idea. They are all cut out on the reverse. Now this one was so large it literally was over 2 pages, so that's why you see that seam there. And then this is a court dress. You can write on the back of these. I personally wouldn't, but that's up to whoever buys the journals, so we'll just kind of go from there. That was one of my favorites, and this is one of my top favorites. This one, I always think of this as the one that Scarlett O'Hara wore to the ball in Gone with the Wind, when she wasn't really supposed to be, you know, dancing, and because she was a widow. So, and I just added this little, I've had this for ages. It was a barrette, I believe. Literally years I've had it, and it never worked anywhere, and then finally it showed up right with this one. And again, I'm still working on this. I had to cover up some of the stuff, but it gives you an idea of what to expect. I had to cover that in a dark color. So anyway, there's another one. I've added the bracelets and necklace. And I'm just going to go right by here. Again, what I do is I take things from jewelry findings, bracelets, necklaces. I have tons of beads and stuff. And I have now replenished my stock. Thanks very much to Kathy Wyatt. Thank you, Kathy. I have received lovely beads and jewelry findings from Kathy, and she's kept me supplied. And this really, doing these books, really put a dent in my supply, so she has given me some new ones. But all these are designer dresses. Some I like, some I'm thinking no way, but it's like I thought they were interesting, so I would put them in the journals regardless. But I have a total of about, I think, 62 different dresses, and I'm going to probably break that down into 30 something, 31 each. See the necklace there and stuff. And the fun part is picking out jewelry pieces that look like they go. And they're more fun when you see them in person, but because video just can't pick it up, I don't think. But a lot of fussy cutting, as you can see. And but I had a lot of fun. And not everything that I did before is included in this one, and some are in these two books that aren't in my other one. So it just depends. So you might see some, if you look at the one that I did, I think it's about 2 years ago, it'll have some in there that may not be in these two books, and then vice versa. But it was just so much fun. My hands look horrible. Yes, I have been working again in my studio, and I've rearranged it again. And put the buttons down here. And just ruined my hands. It's like, yep, that's what I did. And I'm terrible about using lotions and stuff, but oh well. Bracelet, belt, and necklace there. I have the buttons here. This is one of my favorites. It's a court dress from 1928. And it's just gorgeous. All of this is ribbon embroidery, hand done, of course. And it just blows my mind. So all I did was basically add a little flower to kind of blend and match into it for this. And here we have red necklace, bracelet I've added. So to get a better concept of how it will work, you can refer to the one I made myself. What I do is, I mean, like I said, you can write on the backs of these if you want. It just doesn't, to me, it does not appeal. So what I did was create large pockets, and then papers go in there for you to actually journal on. We have the necklace, the buttons, of course, and then the little bracelet there. But I have had an absolute blast putting these together. So much so that when I started working on these, I actually went back to my original one that I made for myself and updated it. It's addictive. Little pin there, and then bracelet. This one was really cool. Underneath these little 3 bows are actually 3 blue bows. So I thought, well, okay, I've got blue bows. Get the little pearls out there in the center. And I thought that was kind of neat how everything seemed to work out. I was just really pleased with how it all happened. This one I call my, what do I call it? Was it a dinosaur dress? No, crocodile, with all the pointed things and stuff. This is not to say that I endorse all of the fashions herein depicted, but they were just fun to look at. And most of them you'll find are all, there's very few modern day Like this one, it looks modern, but it was actually 1947, and that's the really neat thing. A lot of the dresses you'll see, they look like you could wear them today, but they're made back in the 40s, 50s, and so on and so forth. Is another favorite. And all that is hand embroidered. I've just added the leaves here and then the leaf. For some odd reason, they had a little yellow, a white, what looked to me like a white leather belt. That just killed me. So I'm like, nope, I'm sorry. We're adding leaf belts. Artistic license. Here's that one that I showed you earlier, because it had two pictures of it. So this is the small one, and then this one is the larger one, the full-size one. And I've just added that. I didn't want to add too much to it, but that's the earliest known complete costume that we have available to us. And again, that was in 1695. I hope I look that wonderful when I get that old. Here we have beautiful. And if I'm not mistaken, this was Dior did this. And there's another one. There's one piece in here. It looks like it's a lot of fabric, different pieces of fabric, but it's all just one piece of fabric that's wound and draped and so on and so forth. And this is one of my favorites here. I love this. It's what they call it? It's French, 1735, 1740, and it's sort of a tobacco brown. And the detail, I don't know if you can see it in here, but it's just amazing what's in here. It's like a design on the fabric. Now here we have one where I just added this little thing here. Here's a smaller version of that one with the blue bows. I just put white bows on this one. Put him up there with the small ones. And here's one, 1965. We have this one. This one was from Traveling Suit. Yeah, Andrew Carnegie's wife. This was her traveling suit she wore after the wedding. And it's just, these are actually, I think these are real, if I'm not mistaken, but it's like, they were earrings, and I never wore them. I'm like, okay, now you have a new spot. The diamonds aren't real, but the little green stone, I think, is real. And let's see, here's one that I just added little faux pearls to. Isn't that beautiful? Hand embroidered. The amount of time that went into these is just phenomenal. Here's a fun one. 1960s, yeah, 65, 66. And this one's 76, 77. The peasant look, I guess. I don't know. What can I say? This came from it was on the end of like a hairpin. My granddaughter, when she went to her prom, she bought several of these to put in her hair and everything. And then, of course, she didn't want to keep them. So I'm like, I'll take them, I'll take them. Yeah, this one is included just for fun because, seriously, I would not walk out anywhere looking like that. But it's considered an evening dress by Versace, and it was $91.92. So, some people would walk out wearing that. I wouldn't, but I think it's pretty. And all I did, of course, was add the flowers. Here's a lovely one. Look at this shape. Reminds me of 1950s. I've just added the little faux diamonds. Just beautiful. This one's the one I call Dragon Lady. There's not a whole lot that you can add, so I just put that there. And that was what, 1980? Yep, 18. Remember the broad shoulders, ladies, when everything looked like linebackers or something. And there we go. I think Cape and Dress, 1931. Had some fun with this one. This one was actually, in the book, it's annotated as a like a popover dress because you wrap it around and it's for the kitchen stuff. But when I saw it, it looked so prim and proper and austere, and I thought, you know what it really looks like? A chatelaine. So I thought, well, a chatelaine has to have the keys to the castle. So I gave her keys. A little humor there. What can I say? I enjoy this stuff. Here's a fun one. What, 1938. But see, now you could wear that today easily. Here's another one. So it's not like I haven't been doing anything. I have been busy. Went to a retreat. I've been to 2 retreats this year so far and just had a wonderful time. Both times it was just so much fun and relaxing, and it was nice to be with like-minded people, and the things you learn, it's just amazing. And what's really cool is that, you know, you can share ideas, and it's just something that you might never have thought of. I picked up so many ideas this last retreat that I went to in March, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do that. Oh yeah. So it's hard to see, but it's 2 little glass heart-shaped findings, and the same as that. That's a Chanel. But you could wear it, like I said, any of these. This one has a ring, a bracelet, a necklace, and then the little bow that I added. This reminds me of something in the 40s. 1939. Okay, evening dress. This one's very stern looking. It's a Dior. And 52, 53. And this is an old necklace that I think my mom gave me, I think. And I just took parts of it off and put here. But the fabric itself looks like it's made out of steel. And it looks so stiff, and it's like, ugh. Here we have this one. Here. This is one of my favorites. I've added this, and now when I went back, when I was working on this, I said I went back to the one that I had done, and I added a little thing for her top on mine. But I may do that with this one. There's no telling by the time I actually get in here, because I'll fiddle with these again. Got the buttons down here, and then this little bow there. It just happened that, you know, I had these bows. I bought red, white, and blue bows for a patriotic something or other a couple of years back. These are jewelry findings that I just took apart. And this one, 1938-39 Chanel. You could wear that today easily. Here's a modern one, can you tell? Actually, not too modern, not 2009, so it's about 20 years old. Well, about 15 years old. It's like, she looked funny, so I thought, okay, you're going in. And here's that. And I added a ring for her as well as the thing at the top. This one, bracelet, and I just love that little butterfly. It's actually a button, I think, or is it? No, I think it's part of a bracelet. Anyway, it's just cute, and thanks to Kathy White, I now have several more. That's the 1920s, easily worn today. Well, of course, today you can wear anything. Oh, well, sad, sad, sad. Now here, all right, get them in place here. The little things are not wanting to lay down. I fiddle with it later. Just added this jewelry piece and then the button. And this one, it just, I don't know, when I looked at it, it looked like fun. Something that someone who is really young would wear, something like that. And so I put little stars on it. Little faux diamonds on the stars. It just looked fun. And the last one, at least for now, is this one. And this was part of a bracelet that I've had for years and years and years. It was a wide bracelet and had all these separate parts. And finally got the brains enough to pull it apart, and now I can use it for all kinds of stuff. And that's a 1926-27. So again, all of these came from this book. There are some in the book that I did not use. Just too outlandishly weird looking, for my taste at any rate. And but again, I'll put the link below for the one that I did before, so that you have an idea of what these two new journals will look like. And again, the two new journals will be for sale once I ever get them done. But because mine is so big, it's really too big for a regular journal. And I should have had that ready here to show you, but oh well. I will put the link below because I've done a video on it. I think it's 2 parts, so 2 separate videos, but I'll put that link below. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's Saturday. What is it? The 1st of April. That's right. And it's beautiful and windy here today. Sunny though, so I'm not complaining. Hope you all have a wonderful week coming up. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.